What is going on, Pokemon fans? Welcome back to Polar's Wrath. My name is JD, and today we're continuing with our series for who the best Electric-type Pokemon is in Generation 1 Pokemon Blue. We've played through with 5 Pokemon already. We have the last Pokemon on our list, and that Pokemon is Raichu. Raichu is known as the Mouse Pokemon. It's the evolved form of Pikachu. Let's look at the stats for Raichu. HP is 60, Attack is 90, Defense is 55, Special is 90 in Gen 1, and Speed is 100. It's a balanced attack with good speed. HP and defense aren't really great, but as long as you can hit hard and hit fast, you really don't need that much HP or defense. Let's move on to the problem with this Pokemon, which is its level up moveset. Via level up, we only get Thunder Shock, Growl, and Thunder Wave when we start the game with that. This is a Stone Evolution. With the Stone Evolution, you don't actually get any more level up moves. So I think it's rare. Like, I think with Execute, or Executor, I should say, you can get like Stomp, but that's it. So this Pokemon cannot hit Brock's Pokemon because his Pokemon are Rock Ground, so we have to rely on Struggle. The TM moveset for this Pokemon is as follows: Mega Punch, Thunder Kick, Toxic, Body Slam, Takedown, Double Edge, Hyper Beam, Payday, Submission, Seismic Toss, Rage, Thunderbolt, Thunder, Mimic, Double Team, Reflect, Bod, Swift, Skull Bash, Rest, Thunder Wave, Substitution, and Flash. Now, how many of those we're going to use? Not a lot. We're going to use Mega Punch for sure. Mega Kick will not use. Toxic won't be used. Body Slam will get used. Maybe Double Edge for a little bit, but Hyper Beam will be an in-game move. Payday, not used. Submission, no, but Seismic Toss will be great. It'll help us out with the Rock Pokemon and Rock Tunnel. Rage, not going to use Thunderbolt, will be an immediate upgrade over Thunder Shock. We will not use Thunder. Thunder is a very powerful move, but it's very inaccurate. At 70% accuracy, just scares me every single time. Mimic, this Pokemon does not get a badge boosting move. Like, it would get Agility if it started out as Pikachu, but it doesn't. Double Team, not going to use. Reflect, not going to use. Bide, not going to use. Swift, not going to use. Skull Bash, not going to use. Or maybe Rest. Thunder Wave, Substitute. Yeah, there's a good amount of moves here. This is why I think this Pokemon will still do pretty well. It's going to do better than I initially anticipated. Let's go ahead and dive into the playthrough. So we're going to start out. Raichu is going to be known as Raiden, and our rival's name is Like and Sub, so make sure you like and sub. We gave him a Bulbasaur as per tradition because we're electric type. We're not going to have a great move against him later in the game, so we're going to have a disadvantage here. Now, here's the other problem about having only Thunder Shock and not having another move. Is we got to use an electric move to take out a grass Pokemon. We do get the win. We do get a pretty easy win, honestly. Pretty dominant win. And that moves us right into our next area where we level up level 10, and now we're going to face our second rival battle. We did level up on wild Pokemon because we have to get to around level 20 to beat Brock anyway. And Pidgey goes down to 1 Thunder Shock. We're going to go for a Growl just in case he decides to attack us. And we just got to do a little bit more damage. He did seed us, so we're just trying to offset the damage that Leech Seed's doing. And we're doing pretty well. And he keeps going for Growl. We don't have a physical damaging move, so it has no effect on us other than wasting our time. And we get one more Thunder Shock. We get the knockout, get the win. Very good. And we're going to go ahead and go into the Bug Forest and do a little bit more training. Like I said, the goal here is we got to get to level 20. We're at level 11 with 5 minutes, but then the training just gets such a grind. And we're just taking out these bug catchers. This Pokemon is a mono electric type. There's no other type attached to it. And we're also in the medium fast growth rate. So that's good. We'll get levels decently well. Not as good as some other growth rates, but this is a pretty good growth rate. We'll get our levels decently well. And because we have pretty good speed, we're going to crit 19.53% of the time. So about one out of every 5, we're going to critical hit. And this is the last bug in the Bug Forest. And then you're going to have a huge time jump from here until we actually are able to take on the first member of Brock's gym, or the only member, I should say, the Million Light Years trainer. He's going to come out with a Diglett. We are using Struggle. We still can't even hit Diglett or Sandshrew with Thunder Shock, so we have to deplete all of our power points, and we're using Struggle. Struggle is a 50 base power normal move that you get when you run out of power points. It does have recoil, that's why it's not commonly used. You're going to hurt yourself in the process trying to hurt the opposition. So we go ahead and take on Brock. I left 1 Growl so we can growl at the Geodude and drop his attack stat, so he doesn't do that much damage to us. Struggle is doing, I think it's a bit, not really, maybe like not a 10th, but maybe like an 8th. And what we want here is our critical hit right there is something that's important in this battle, because now here, this is the problem with Onix. Onix can go for Bide. And when he goes for Bide, everything we're doing, we got to attack into it. We can't use the Leer and work around Bide or anything like that. We got to attack into it. So now we're at the end where he knocks us out, and we got so close on that battle. So we're going to do this again. Now, the strategy is sound. We just got to hope for a little bit better RNG. If you don't know what RNG stands for, random number generation. It's luck is the best way to put it. The game generates random ranges for attacks. You get a randomized. I think you get randomized when it comes to critical hits. I've seen slow Pokemon critical hit like 4 times in a row. It makes no damn sense. But now we're taking on the Onix again. And again, we just don't want Bide. If he goes for Bide, we're going to attack into it. We're going to do a decent amount of damage because we're doing about 3 to 4 damage every single time, and he's going to hit us back, and we knock ourselves out in that one with recoil. And so now this is the third attempt where I was like, you know what? If I don't get this one, I'm going to have to get a couple more levels. And I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. It's going to take forever to grind. So we're hoping to get this done at just under 25 minutes. And Geodude's not the problem. Like I said, we come out of Geodude with a lot of health, 43 health. That's not bad. It's about 2/3 of our health still intact. And now we're just going for struggle. Now a couple critical hits could really accelerate this battle. And we got one more critical hit we need. There we go. We were in the Bide. We were getting the Bide calculation. If we didn't get a critical there, we would have got knocked out. So we'll take the win and move right on to Mount Moon. Now Mount Moon, we're going to add a couple things here. We're going to add Mega Punch to our Pokemon's repertoire. So now we have a good physical damaging move. We have Thunder Shock, which is stab. And so now this Pokemon really takes off. 25 minutes to get by Brock. And now we're getting this Pokemon to take off. And let me tell you, this Pokemon really does take off. With 25 minutes already on the clock, this Pokemon has the rest of the game to play. Let's see how fast he can play the rest of the game. We're going to go right into our battle against Misty. Misty's a water specialist, and Staryu comes out. Go for Thunder Shock. It's a one-shot. Starmie, is it a one-shot? It is not. However, X-Defend does nothing when it comes to us using special attacks, so we get a very easy win over Misty. We don't even take any damage, and we're going to go leave this battle and go right into our battle against our rival. Our rival's going to come out with a Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto will go down to 1 Thunder Shock. Very good. Pidgeotto's pretty bulky, to be honest with you. Abra. Should have gone for Mega Punch there, but we'll take 2 Thunder Shocks to knock out the Abra. 1 Thunder Shock to knock out the Rattata. And Bulbasaur goes down to 1 Mega Punch. Very good. Did I say Thunder Punch? I meant Thunder Shock. I'm sorry. Taking on this trainer right here really is inconsequential. It's not important. We're at the point in the game we don't need to over-level anymore. We're already over-leveled to get by Brock. But what we did need to do is fight this battle to get this move, which is Seismitoss. This move will do 1 damage for every level we have, and it'll be very effective against Pokemon like Rock-type that we can't hit with our electric moves. And then Body Slam is a normal move, so it's resisted. So is Mega Punch. Mega Punch says punch in the name, but it's a normal type move. I don't get it. But that leads us right into our next battle, which is against our rival. Our rival is going to come out with a Pidgeotto. His team is starting to get decently well-rounded. It's the best way to put it. He comes out with his Eradicate. We're going to switch to Body Slam. It's a one-shot. Kadabra comes out. It's a one-shot as well. And we have a one-shot on the Ivysaur. We knock out our rival on the SS and we're going to move right into our battle against Surge. Now, Surge will give us a huge upgrade over our move Thunder Shock. Voltorb comes out. We'll go for Body Slam on the Voltorb. It's a one-shot. Pikachu comes out. It's also going to be a one-shot. And Raichu, is it a one-shot? It is frail. I do know for first-hand experience it's a frail Pokemon. We get the win and move right on to Rock Tunnel. Most of the battles in Rock Tunnel are pretty easy, but this one against Boomer the Hiker can be tough. Luckily, we have Seismitoss. Seismitoss will make every one of these Pokemon a two-shot. What we don't want is Self-Destruct, because then we're doing a lot more damage to ourselves. But Seismitoss makes everything a two-shot, a Toko, as I like to say. So we beat Boomer the Hiker and move right on to our next battle against a guy who has Rock-type Pokemon and Ground-type, which is Giovanni. Onix comes out. This makes Onix a two-shot with Seismitoss. It skips over all these high defense and stuff like that. That's why Seismitoss is great for Raichu. Not every electric Pokemon has a solution like this. This is why I thought Raichu would accelerate pretty fast after his slow start. Like, look at it. We were at 25 minutes when we beat Brock, and 15 minutes later, and we're already going into our rival battle in Pokemon Tower. And we're going to go ahead and face our rival. He's going to come out with a Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto will go down to 1 Thunderbolt. Very good. One shot. Gyarados comes out, one shot as well. Growlithe comes out, it's a one shot as well. Kadabra comes out, we're going to go for Body Slam, it's a one shot critical hit. Don't know if that mattered, don't think it did. Ivysaur, I think it mattered, but I don't think it mattered so much with Kadabra. So we get that win, and we're going to move right on to the next gym, which is Erica. Now, Erica was a gym I didn't have to go to. I could actually skip over. You can actually kind of pick your own battle with it, or choose your own adventure when it comes to Erica. You can face her last right before Giovanni, or you can face her right as soon as you come out of Rock Tunnel. It's really up to you. But the reason why I didn't face her is we don't have anything great against them. And like right now, we are 13 levels higher than Tangela, and we still aren't getting this Pokemon knocked out in a relatively good time. The only thing we have to worry about here is I don't want to get put to sleep or paralyzed by the Victory Belt or the Vileplume. And with the victory over, no pun intended, with the victory over Erica, we're going to go right into our battle against Koga. Koga's going to go down to 1 Thunderbolt on the Coughing, 2 Thunderbolts on the Muck. Very good. Coughing's going down to 1 Thunderbolt. Now, what we don't want here is Self-Destruct from the Wheezing, but it looks like we're going to be about a 3-shot, and as long as it doesn't blow up, we're good. We pretty much outpaced that. We're actually right on par level-wise with Koga, so it's not like we're over leveled at this point. So the game's caught up with us. We skipped over a lot of battles. And that leads us right into our next battle, which is against our rival number 6 in Silph. Pidgeot comes out, it's a one-shot, very good. Gyarados comes out, it's a one-shot, very good. Growlithe is going to come out, it's also going to be a one-shot, very good. Critical hit, don't think it mattered, but we'll take it. Body Slam on the Kadabra, not a one-shot, but we'll take a Toko, a two-shot. And then we have Venusaur. Venusaur will go down to what looks like to be 3 Body Slams. Maybe we're going to have a Seismic Toss. We'll switch back to... Nope, okay, 3 shots. Regardless, get the win, beat our rival, and move right on to our second Giovanni fight. Again, Seismic Toss is going to put on display here. We do not have a move that can hit 2 of our Pokemon. We don't have Seismic Toss. Well, I guess Body Slam can, but it's resisted. So the first 2 Pokemon go down to 1 Thunderbolt. Seismic Toss on the Rhyhorn. It still looks like it's going to be a 3-shot. Very good. And then Nidoqueen comes out. We can go for Body Slam on Nidoqueen. It's not resisted. It's just a neutral move. And we get the win over Giovanni number 2. Pretty easy. And he disappears. I'm Batman. And we're going to go right into our battle against Sabrina. Sabrina and her whip. She is the Psychic Specialist. And she's going to lead out with a Kadabra. Now we have a good physical damaging move. So Body Slam's a one-shot on the Kadabra. Is it a one-shot on Mr. Mime? It is not. But he gets paralyzed. So we don't have to worry about taking any damage back. Venomoth comes out. We're going for Thunderbolt. Goes for Poison Powder. Poison Powder is not the worst thing because we can still attack. And as long as we're not, missing or anything, we're not going to get that much damage onto ourselves. We beat Sabrina and her whip and move right into Blaine's gym. Now in the next playthrough I do 2 playthroughs. I'll probably reroute this a little bit. I probably will try to go for Pokemon or Silph a little bit sooner. It's a little bit faster that way, so I think we can go a little bit faster. So we're mimicking agility so we can boost our stats. And so now our physical damaging stats very high. So Body Slam's a one-shot on the Growlithe and the Ponyta. Rapidash comes out. It's a 2-shot on the Rapidash. And Arcanine looks like it's going to be about a 2-shot. Nope, it's going to be a 3-shot. He heals a little bit, not a big deal. Get the win, level 45, beat Blaine. And we have one more gym leader before we have to head for the... Well, I guess we got to head for our last rival fight, but then we head to the Elite Four. Rhyhorn comes out. We'll go for Seismic Toss on the Rhyhorn. It looks like it's about a 3-shot. And we are going to mimic a move real quick. We're going to mimic Horn Drill. So we're going to take that move. We're going to knock out the Rhyhorn. Very good. Dugtrio, it goes down to 1 critical hit Body Slam. Don't think it mattered. Dugtrio is pretty frail physically, so get the knockout. But we are paralyzed right now, so I don't project this battle being won. We are going to get the Nidoking knocked out, I think. Yep. And then the last Pokemon, we get hit by Fissure. I've never been hit by Fissure from Rhydon, but we were paralyzed, so our speed was less than Rhydon. So that's the only time we can hit Fissure is when it outspeeds. So Seismic Toss again. We're going to do the same strategy. Seismic Toss on the Rhyhorn. We're going to go for Dig this time. We're going to mimic Dig. He actually goes for Dig, so he goes on the ground, and we countered a little bit, and we're going to hit him, and we made a bad decision there. We should have gone for Body Slam because we outsped. We could have hit it before it went on the ground. Dig on the Nidoqueen. We get a critical hit. It's a 1-shot. Now, if we're critical hitting so the critical hit definitely mattered in knocking out the Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen's more bulky than Nidoking. So now we're going for Dig on the Rhydon. And we just move up the Seismic Toss, knock it out. Very lucky win, but we'll take the win nonetheless. Get our 3rd reset there. That's not fun. We're going to move right into our final rival battle before we go into the Elite Four. Rival's going to come out, and he's got a Pidgeot. Pidgeot, we're going to go ahead and mimic Agility just like we did a little bit earlier. Agility 1, Agility 2, and Agility 3. Fully set up. We're going to go for Thunderbolt on the Pidgeot. Very good. Rhyhorn comes out. We're going for Seismic Toss. All those badge boosts, we can't do anything on the Rhyhorn other than Seismic Toss. That's insane. But we get the knockout. Very good. Gyarados comes out. Thunderbolt. Very good. And we have a couple more Pokemon left. We have Growlithe goes down to 1 Thunderbolt. Body Slam on the Alakazam. And so now we have the last Pokemon, which is Venusaur. Looks like it's going to be about a 3-shot combination of Body Slam and Seismic Toss. Actually, it's going to be a 4-shot because Seismic Toss didn't do that much. We still get the win and move right on to the Elite Four. And we're about to head into the Elite Four, but first we're going to go ahead and look at our stats and our move pool real quick. Attack is 158, Defense is 116, Speed is 170, and Special is 158. In the bottom left corner, you can see our stats modified with our corresponding badge. Attack's 177, Defense is 130, Speed is 191, and Special is 177. So pretty good stats across the board. I want you guys to pay attention to something real quick. We're at 57 minutes and 27 seconds. We were at 25 minutes when we beat Brock. So that means the rest of the game we've gotten through in just about 30 minutes. And we got the Elite Four, so we could have a really good time here. And I didn't go over the moveset. I'll just pause and go over real quick. Thunderbolt, Hyper Beam, Seismic Toss, and Mimic. We don't really have anything else we can add. There's not a lot of changes. The only change we can technically make is we can go for Rest. But without further ado, we're going to dive into Lorelei. Now, she's going to be pretty easy. He's going to be super easy, barely an inconvenience. Thunderbolt on the Dugong Gong Gong. Oyster comes out, one shot. Slowbro comes out, one shot, very good. Jinx comes out. I don't think we're going to one-shot the Jinx. We do. Critical hit definitely helped there. And then one shot on the Lapras. So pretty clean sweep on Lorelei. And it leads us right into our next battle against a Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno very much. He's the lost hiker of the Elite Four. And the Onyx comes out. We'll go for Seismic Toss. And the Seismic Toss will be a two-shot. Very good. And now we can just switch back to Thunderbolt on the rest of the Pokemon. Hitmonchan goes down to one Thunderbolt. Hitmonlee goes down to one as well. I don't think the critical hit mattered with Hitmonlee, but we'll take the knockout anyway. And Machamp, it's going to tank it. It always does. But we get a two-hit knockout on Machamp. So we've taken no damage so far with two trainers. And that leads us right into our next battle against Lorelei. Or I'm sorry, Agatha. Agatha is the ghost and kind of poison specialist. And she puts us to sleep right away. So this battle can go off the rails really fast. And it does go off the rails really fast. It's going to take a reset. And we're going to just dive right into the battle again. Take a quick reset. Don't eat up some time. We actually are pretty close to being paced to get this under an hour, which is surprising for a Pokemon. Take 25 minutes to get by Brock. But we're going to get put to sleep again. And we're going to go for, as soon as we wake up, we're going to hit a Thunderbolt. And I feel it. I feel we're going to wake up, hit a Thunderbolt. And she helps us out a lot by just wasting turns changing. So Thunderbolt knocks out the first Gengar. Thunderbolt's going to knock out the Golbat. Thunderbolt's going to knock out the Haunter. Actually, two-shot the Haunter, my bad. And then Arbok's going to come out as Thunderbolt, a one-shot on the Arbok. It is with a critical hit. And now we get a Thunderbolt on the Gengar. We just got to knock it out. Critical hit helped there, because if she'd gone for Nightshade one more time, she would have knocked us out. We get by Agatha and move right on to Lance, the Dragon Master. Lance will come out with a Gyarados, who is not a dragon, but he'll go down very nicely to our Thunderbolt. Very good. We did not heal in this battle, so that was a mistake on my part. So I'm going to go ahead and go for Agility. I made a risk here, because if we went for Dragon Rage, we'd have got knocked out. So we're going to go ahead and use Rest. Very good. And we're going to heal up, and we're going to continue setting up with Agility. So we have a little bit over half health right now. And that should be more than enough to take out the rest of these Pokemon. Dragonair goes down to one Hyper Beam. So there's a second Dragonair. Aerodactyl comes out. We're going to switch to Thunderbolt. It's a one-shot. Very good. And then the last Pokemon is Dragonite. Do not knock it out in one go, but it also hits its Hyper Beam, so it has to take a recharge turn. And we beat Lance and move right on to the Champion. Champion is going to come out with a Pidgeot. Pidgeot will go down to one Thunderbolt. Very good. Alakazam comes out. We're going to mimic a move off of Alakazam. We're going to mimic Psychic. We're going to mimic Psychic. It's going to be an effective move against Venusaur. It's a poison type. We're going to go for Hyper Beam and knock out the Alakazam. Very good. Rhydon is a good Pokemon to set up on. Actually, we don't have to set up anything. He'll go for Tail Whip. And every time it does Tail Whip, it does lower our defense, which is already low, but it boosts all of our other stats by 12.5%. So we're going to keep doing Rest until we get a decent amount of badge boost. I think we just want to not chance it very much. Go for Psychic on the Rhydon. We get a two-shot. Very good. And then Gyarados comes out. He'll go down to one Thunderbolt. Excellent. Arcanine comes out. One Thunderbolt or Hyper Beam, whichever one will knock it out. Leer actually lowers our defense some, or ups our stats some more, but we just leveled up, so we lost all those badge boosts. But Psychic will be a two-shot. Razor Leaf isn't going to do much. We are at full health. So we get the knockout, we get the win over our rival, over the champion. And now we just get our time clocked into the Elite Four at 1 hour, 1 minute, and 45 seconds with an in-game time of 5 hours, 54 minutes. I don't even pay attention to that. But that's very important that this Pokemon did that, because I projected this Pokemon to come in last place. Because I knew the challenges of having to use Struggle on Brock. It really wasn't that much of a problem. I mean, it did take 25 minutes, but the time this Pokemon made up between beating Brock and the end of the game was amazing. And the fact that it paced that well. And when you look at the tier list, when you look at where this Pokemon's going to land, I mean, you got Electrode, which that Pokemon starts the game with moves that can actually hit Brock right away, and his Brock split was like 4 minutes. This Pokemon is 2 tiers higher and lands right here behind Farfetch'd and right in front of Venomon. Now, do I think I can get this Pokemon to be a little bit faster? I think I can get it to be a little bit faster. Basically, when you get by Brock, you want to try to blitz the rest of the game, and this Pokemon, Raichu, lands right here in the D tier. I mean, it's not a great running for sure. Over an hour is not a good time. Could we get this Pokemon faster? We could. Would it be faster because we get by Brock faster? I mean, I don't think we're going to get by Brock much faster. I literally had to just put my nose down and just grind, get that Pokemon level 20, and like my hand was hurting by the end of just having to hit the spam A and go up and down to get encounters in Bug Forest. It just was not fun. And Blackout training, maybe you can get it done faster. I've never been good with Blackout training. I really haven't. So I don't think it's smart. and you can't really do anything. It's not going to be smart with this Pokemon in its scenario. With Blackout Training, with this Pokemon, you have to deplete 90 power points before you can actually do Blackout Training. For every time you want to do a Blackout Train, let me rephrase that, you have to deplete 90 power points. It's just too time consuming. It's not enough experience to make it worth it. So you got to just use Thunder Shock, and you got to just grind on bugs in the forest until you get to a manageable level. And we chose level 20, and 20 was just perfect. I think level 22 would make that battle even easier, but at what cost? We're going to add 2, 3, 4 minutes? I wouldn't do that. So 25 minutes is probably around the benchmark where we want to get Brock done again. We got done on the first battle, it would be about 23 minutes, so there's 2 minutes right there. And then it's just about refining everything else and not having a lot of encounters and minimizing your battles. And I think this Pokemon can do that. We'll have to see. So we're going to have a week where we got a whole bunch of playthroughs we're going to do to get the second rounds done, which is what I'm going to do this week. And then next Friday, we're going to have our final ranking of the electric types. And I got some surprises already. I've already done 1 or 2 of the electric types, and we have some pretty good results, pretty astounding results, pretty amazing results, whatever you want to call it. So I'm excited about that. We're also going to be doing on Wednesday our prediction video for the next type. The next type, if you haven't heard me announce it yet, the next type is the grass type. Now, if you look back on my channel, I have done the grass type before, but that was a ranking of the grass types starting out as their base form. This will be fully evolved. And I'm really excited about some Pokemon I have for my what-ifs, especially Electrode. Electrode's a pretty crazy Pokemon whenever you look at its Generation 2 moveset, whenever you start out... Not Electrode, I'm sorry. Executor, there we go. I'm tripping over my words here. But that's my video. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you like, share, subscribe. If you made it this far, comment down below what your favorite Pokemon is. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys next time.